This is Carl at PanelRV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Zinger travel trailer, model number 290KB. So this is a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? First of all, this has power stabilizers. So there's a switch in the front and a switch in the rear. The rear switch works both rear stabilizers, and the front switch controls both front stabilizers. You have a kitchenette out here with running water, a refrigerator, and a 2-burner cooktop. Let me look underneath here real quick. And you have a, let me see if I can get it right here. Whoops. I'm close. You have a quick connect here for the LP system, and you connect it right there. You hook it into that quick connect fitting, and it will supply all the LP to your cooktop, okay? Of course, the refrigerator. You have an outside sprayer. This is a black tank flush. Now, after you dump your black tank, you can bring, this is at the dump station, you can bring the fresh water hose at the dump station over to here, screw it on here, turn it on, and it'll spray out the inside of your black tank. Black tank is toilet water and waste, of course, so it'll clean out the tank, it'll clean off the sensor so you get good accurate reading, that sort of thing. This is TV signal out, and this is power for a TV, so you can put a TV out here. You have a power awning with LED strip, 2 outside speakers. This is just a service panel for the refrigerator. That is your furnace vent. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer is the city water hookup, right? If you don't have city water where you're camping, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here. Pre-fill it, then use the onboard pump to pump the water. Therefore, you don't have city water, but all the plumbing will work as though you do, as long as you pre-fill the fresh water tank. Okay. This is a vent for the range hood. There's a little baffle on there, so with 2 little latches. So if you're going to be venting to the outside, you want to disconnect those latches so the baffle in there flaps freely and vents to the outside. You have a quick drain here. Excuse me, kitty. You have a quick drain here, right there. That's for your fresh water system. Okay, so we'll come down a little farther. This is the front stabilizer switch here for both front stabilizers. Okay, so we're inside now. Prepping it inside. So this is your power cord. It's a 50 amp cord, 30 feet long, and then we give you a reducer to reduce it down to a 30 amp. And then again down to a 20. We also give you this crank right here with a cylinder with a slot cut in it on the end. That's for the, well, let me just show you. That's in case your power stabilizers ever failed. You can come around to the off-door side, and then you can put that crank right on that shaft with a pin through it, right? And crank it manually in an emergency. Now when it comes to the power tongue jack, you also have a way to crank it manually. You can, if it ever fails for whatever reason, you can pull this rubber plug, and then there's another crank in here somewhere if I could find it. If not, I'll have to just show you later. Anyway, there's another crank that comes with it that will fit on that power tongue jack, okay? Also, you have your hitch, which is a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. We'll show you how that operates when you pick up. Here's the other crank right here, the one that you could use for your power tongue jack if it fails. That blue and white and orange box is your dump hose. Okay, you have 2 LP tanks full. You have a deep cycle marine battery, brand new. This is the kill switch for the battery, so you can actually turn the battery off if you want to. You know, just click it right off. So if you're putting it in storage, you can just shut your battery off right there. You don't have to disconnect any cables or anything. Okay? And let's see, this is more of the same here, I think, yes. We have to open that. So of course your slide room. Okay. This is our shop cord. I showed you your cord up in the pass-through compartment. This is the city water hookup here, the most common way to get water to the trailer. These are your dump valves, gray and black. Gray is sink and shower water. Black is toilet water and waste. This has an on-demand water heater, right? So I'll show you the switches inside, but just keep in mind that this switch is here. See this rocker switch here? Keep in mind that it's there, because if you can't get any power, if it's not working at all, come out and look at this switch here. There's also a fuse there, but that's a rare thing for that to trip. So look at the switch. It has safeties on it, and I'll tell you about those when we get inside. Okay? It's your emergency window. Okay, so we have a pre-wire for a backup camera. That's a Furrion backup camera kit, so you can add a backup camera if you choose to. It's pre-wired. You have a ladder which makes it easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer says every 90 days or 60 to 90 days you should inspect the roof. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless you go up there and look, so it should be part of your regular maintenance. Check for any damage to the roofing material or the roofing attachments, let's say by low branches or road debris flying up there. Make sure none of the sealant is cracked or separated. You just give it a good look over so you can stay ahead of any potential problems, okay? All right. People generally don't inspect the roof enough, generally. Okay, so here we go. So now we're inside. Your slide room is here. Your slide room button, your awning is here. Like so. Never leave the awning open unattended. Always roll it in so it doesn't get damaged by the weather. Your water pump is right here. Remember I told you the water pump is to pump fresh water out of the freshwater tank. It's also used to winterize the trailer. These are lights here, and then of course your battery is charged, your black tank is empty, you have gray tank, freshwater tank, so on and so forth. Okay? Okay. So we come this way. You have a fireplace. This has a remote control for it. It works on 110 AC. It's a good space heater. So the main thing is, let's look right here. So let's do this again. Low, that's the fan speed. High, so you can adjust the fan speed. So right now it's really kicking out air. Okay, you can change the pictures of the color of your crystals, and you can. It's got a timer on it, so you can set the timer to turn on and turn off whenever you choose. So, okay. Then you have your sound bar. The sound bar has a remote also. You have two zones, A and B. A is inside the trailer, B is outside the trailer. It's got Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. You have a USB drive, so you can put all your MP3s onto one USB drive and take them all with you, for example. It has FM radio, no AM, just FM. So it does a lot. And of course you can patch your TV through it if you choose to mount a TV there. There's a mounting, here, let me get on my feet here, hold on. There's a mounting backing plate here so you can mount your TV bracket there. Okay. Alright, so your microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood. It's got a light, right? And then it has the fan. Remember I told you have to open the baffle on the outside if you're going to run the fan and vent to the outside. When it comes to your oven, it works like, or your range, it works like they all do. You just turn it on and then turn this clockwise to light it. And you have the oven knob and then two or three burners. Then you have a light here and an oven light. So you have that. You also have a power converter. So this converts AC to DC power. So you see you got regular 110 AC on this side when you're plugged in. You have regular circuit breakers like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got regular 12-volt DC fuses, and they're all, of course, they're all labeled. This is also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much money. As long as you're plugged in, it'll sense how much energy your battery has, and it'll always keep it charged. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will charge the trailer battery through the tow line, and then when you're plugged in, this will charge it. So it always keeps it charged up. Always travel with this shut. So this refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. You have to sort of hold the buttons to get them to respond. There we go. So right now you can see mode is A with a power cord, with a plug. That means auto electric. That's the most common way to run this. The reason I call it auto electric is because it'll automatically seek out 110 AC, and if it doesn't find it, it'll automatically switch to gas and light on gas. If you have a power failure during the day or during the night, it'll sense that. It'll automatically switch to gas so you don't spoil your food, okay? You also have other options of just gas or just electricity, but A, electric, auto electric is the way to go. And of course these are you want all these stars lit up for your highest temperature, the lowest temperature actually, okay? If it starts to frost up or something, you can back off one, but generally speaking, you have it up all the way. Alright, this here is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If not, get it serviced. It's always supposed to be green. Your thermostat is very simple. It's analog. You got heat, off, fan, and cool. So it's all self-explanatory. Always keep the fan on auto. Now this is for your on-demand hot water. So right now it's on Celsius. You can switch it back and forth to Fahrenheit. It's 115 Fahrenheit, which is pretty typical. Now this will not turn on. There's you have to have a gas supply, number one, to turn on, and most importantly, you need water supply. So I would have to have the city water hooked up and turned on. So when I open the hot water valve in the shower, it'll sense that, and the water will start flowing, and that burner will kick on, right? If it doesn't sense the water, it will not turn on. The other option is to have fresh water in your tank and have the pump on, so so you can demand hot water at the tap, and it'll automatically kick on. So it will not run without water and gas, okay? But once it's very good. It just takes a minute to heat up, and you get a non-stop flow of water, hot water. All right, so the sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. The toilet works like any other RV toilet. You when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You put 1 dose of chemical in the bowl, right? Then you step on the pedal. Water will come swirling out, and you stand on it long enough to put at least a gallon of water in there along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry. If you use it dry, then the smell will be terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So always have at least a gallon of water and a dose of chemical in the black tank below, okay? If you don't, it's one of those mistakes you'll only make once, trust me. Okay, we come back here to the bunk room. Here, just put the bunk as it's supposed to be. So you have bunks. Let me get some more light here, I'm sorry. Some more here. Okay, so you have 3 bunks here, right? This couch will jackknife into another bed. Plus, you see you got another mattress underneath, so you can sleep a lot of people in here. You have some hookups here for your TV and power, so you can hang a TV here. All right, your emergency window, and a fan, of course, or not a fan, but a vent, of course. Okay. Now this table, you can pull it off the leg, and you can drop the tabletop down onto these cleats, use the cushions, and turn this into a bed, right? This one here is a jackknife, I believe. Yeah, so this one, you pull the bottom here, it'll jackknife flat, and you got another bed. So there's a lot of room to sleep in this trailer, of course. Up here, see what we have here. Okay, GFCI plug, just so you know. all the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI, so keep that in mind. That's where you reset it. There's another one on the other side. This is another emergency window. They all work pretty much the same. Let's see if I can get that open. You push it all the way through, and then you grab a hold of the screen and pull, or the red button and pull the screen out, and you can escape that way. You have TV hookups over there. Okay. And then you have some more. I can't do it with one hand here, but trust me when I say you have more storage underneath there. Okay. Sliding door. So you're in good shape there. So I think that about covers it. You can always look at your literature, which comes in this package here. Your remotes are in there also. Or you can look at manufacturers' videos online, and if you need to refresh your memory on anything, so you can do that. When you come to pick it up, you'll be able to watch this video. Then you can ask us questions. We'll take whatever it takes to so you understand it, and we'll get you on your way. Okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember what I said about inspecting the roof. It's very important. Also, right now this is winterized, so there's antifreeze in the system that has to be purged out in the spring, and it does have on-demand hot water. So keep in mind that it will not work unless it senses water and gas. Okay, so keep that in mind also. Okay, thank you.